That was Host of Freedom March. It's pretty typical in the state of Mississippi that when you go to concert festival that the first song you play is a march. I don't do that. I'm not very typical. So they fuss at me all the time. They don't get to play marches. Marches go way back. Started with John Philip Sousa in the Marine Band. It was music to march by, thus the term marches. There's a lot of reasons I don't like to play marches at festival, but I do love to play marches, and so they taught me into playing one for this concert. That was by Carl King, and like I said, it's the Host of Freedom. This next tune was a song that we did play at festival this year. This is Fanfare 1127. So we recognize soloists in the jazz band all the time, in the concert band when there's a soloist, but sometimes they get overlooked or don't get recognized. We had two people that had a solo in this. Tanner Franks played solo on alto sax, and Ashton Harville back there on the timpani had a solo. So I know you didn't come here to talk or to hear me talk, but I'm going to talk one more time. This is the last piece that we played at the festival this year. It came down to about 2 or 3, and the kids really liked this, but what's even more important is it has a really good story behind it. So let me read you, if you don't mind, very quickly. Author Alex Kershaw tells the true story of the U.S. Navy submarine called Tank and the events that took place in October 1944. Most importantly, the book recounts the story of the only Americans to date who have managed to escape from a sunken submarine. Tank was a legendary sub, having sunk more enemy ships, rescued more downed airmen, and successfully executed more dangerous surface attacks than any other Allied submarine in the Pacific. It was on its 5th patrol when disaster struck. Tank fired what would be its last torpedo. The torpedo began right on target, but suddenly malfunctioned and turned back towards the tank. Ultimately, it hit with incredible force. Those who survived the blast sunk to the bottom of the ocean, 180 feet below the surface, while enemies dropped depth charges from above. 5 men were able to make a daring ascent through the escape trunk, which entailed climbing into a small space and flooding it with water to equal the outside pressure. They were joined by 4 other men who were thrown from the bridge and managed to tread water for over 8 hours. It is a story of triumph amidst incredible tragedy. And so you'll hear a theme of America the Beautiful. You have to listen very closely, but you'll hear in the music when the torpedo turns and when it hits the submarine, and then you'll hear the somber America the Beautiful after that. This is Escape.